Hey. So I was right. I got cut off in 10 minutes. So I'm going to finish reading, which is only about 13 or 14 more verses in the book of Jasher, chapter 76. And we got cut off at verse 46. I'm going to read 47 to 62. So thanks for joining me. I'm not going to do the prayer since this is just an addition, and get it done before 10 minutes. My goodness, it's papatak. Anyway. And they placed him in his bed, and the king knew that his end was come to die. So Aparanith, the queen his wife, came and cried before the king, and the king wept a great weeping with her. 48. And all his nobles and servants came on that day and saw the king in that affliction, and wept a great weeping with him. And the princesses of the king and all his counselors advised the king to cause one to reign in his stead in the land, whomsoever he should choose from his sons. 50. And the king had 3 sons and 2 daughters, which Aparanith, the queen his wife, had borne to him, besides the king's children of concubines. And these were their names: the firstborn Othri, the second Adikam, and the third Morion, and their sisters, the name of the elder Bathia, and of the other Akuzi. 52. And Othri, the firstborn of the king, was an idiot, precipitate, and hurried in his words. 53. But Adikam was a cunning and wise man, and knowing in all the wisdom of Egypt, but of unseemly aspect, thick in flesh, and very short in stature. His height was 1 cubit. 54. And when the king saw Adikam his son intelligent and wise in all things, the king resolved that he should be king in his stead after his death. And he took for him a wife, Gerudah, daughter of Abilat, and he was 10 years old, and she bare unto him 4 sons. 10 years old. 56. And he afterward went and took 3 wives, and begat 8 sons and 3 daughters. 57. And the disorder greatly prevailed over the king, and his flesh stank like the flesh of a carcass cast upon the field in summertime, during the heat of the sun. Nasty. 58. And when the king saw that his sickness had greatly strengthened itself over him, he ordered his son Adikam to be brought to him, and they made him king over the land in his place. And at the end of 3 years the king died in shame, disgrace, and disgust, and his servants carried him and buried him in the sepulchre of the kings of Egypt in Zoan Mizraim. 60. But they embalmed him not, as was usual with kings, for his flesh was putrid, and they could not approach to embalm him on account of the stench. So they buried him in haste. 61. For this evil was from the Lord to him, for the Lord had requited him evil for the evil which in his days he had done to Israel. Last one, 62. And he died with terror and with shame, and his son Adikam reigned in his place. So that just proves that people that are doing all this terrible stuff to all these other people will get theirs. We just have to have trust, faith, and belief, and do our best to be the best we can be, right? Anyway, God bless until tomorrow, and goodbye.